Terrific performance by our team. Just played really good on both ends. Just shot it really well, which always helps. And but I was really pleased. I thought our activity level defensively was good. Created some turnovers, rebounded well. Just terrific performance. Every once in a while you have a game like this during the season. You usually have one or two of these, and then you always have one or two that sometimes go the other way. And those games are hard. Obviously, we had a game like that at Loyola. So I'm just pleased with our guys. Thought we played well and bounced back, and now we got to take it on the road. Questions?
Could you sense during the week?
Yeah, I thought we had a good week, but you know what? Our guys have done a good job. I mean, we've practiced, pretty well. Talked to one of the TV guys before the game. He was asking me about our team and stuff, and I said, we've lost 3 in a row, but again, I said it after the game. We played pretty well in the Miami game. We really did. They just played a little bit better and made a couple plays, but it's not like we played terrible in every game. We played very poorly in the second half in Chapel Hill, and obviously we ran into a buzzsaw. They were highly motivated and shot the heck out of the ball, made some hard shots, and we didn't, just handle the environment as well as we needed. But it's not like I don't think we're playing bad basketball or anything like that. I think our team is playing pretty well, and it's just hard to win. And a lot of times the margins are close. Tonight was a night where we caught them at a good time and played at a high level.
Coach, 31 points off of Florida State's 16 turnovers. Can you just speak to what that number means, especially given the urgency this team came out with tonight?
Yeah, just easier baskets. It opens the court for you and gets you a couple easy ones. And then, I said this in North Carolina when we got down, 12 or whatever against North Carolina early in the second half. It's easier to make threes when you're shooting with a 12, 15, 20-point lead. You don't feel the game pressure. And so some of that for us tonight, right? We're up the whole game kind of in control, and so then you have some threes, and you feel pretty good about shooting. And sometimes when you get transition baskets, you get a couple layups or make a couple free throws that get you in a good place, and then you start knocking down shots. And certainly we did all that tonight.
Coach, you're finally getting healthy at the right time, knock on wood. How much do you think those injuries, though, help build your depth for later in the season?
Well, I hope so, and yeah, that's important. I mean, we need Brevin healthy, we need Chase healthy, we need PJ healthy. Alex still not all the way back. We need him to be able to help us down the stretch run, but our freshmen have improved, and I thought they played well tonight, and that's really important down the stretch. We had some games early in the year where we played them a few times, and sometimes it didn't always go very well, but they've been very positive, contributors here recently, and we expect a lot out of them.
I think Dylan was the first sub off the bench. Was that just happy with how he's been practicing?
Yeah, I thought he'd just done some nice things, and Chase, we just want to give Chase a blow. And Dylan has done a nice job, and I thought he was pretty solid tonight. So yeah.
With Chase, how much of it was? I know you talked about taking better shots, doing some of that kind of stuff. How much of it was that? How much of it was just shots falling?
It's a little of both. Some of it's just shots falling. Like he made a couple shots today that weren't easy shots, but he jumped up and knocked them down. And, but I thought his shot selection was by and large pretty good. And when he plays like that, it really helps our team.
Coach Hamilton said that your physicality in the paint particularly really affected them, missing a lot of shots inside the arc. How pleased are you with your physicality tonight?
Yeah, I thought defensively we did a nice job. We didn't give them a lot of easy stuff around the basket. They did make some threes. The Miller kid, for whatever reason, he likes to play against Clemson. I mean, he plays really well against us, and made some tough shots, and it helped us. Matthew Cleveland didn't play. That helps. Take another good player out of their starting lineup and get a little deeper into their bench. but I just, it felt like our guys were, you know, we were just locked in and, you know, and got off to a good start and shots fell and, you know, it's one of those nights where you just play really, really well.
Coach, how cool was it for you to have those guys from your Sweet 16
Yeah,
team back here
really
and
fun.
maybe bring some mojo to this team?
You know, I said, and I just told our team this, is, you know, it speaks to the quality of our program. I think it really does. You got guys who are on a break from playing overseas, and they've only got a week or 10 days or whatever they're over here for, and they take time out of their schedule to come to Clemson. And Clemson's not easy to get to, but they want to come here and spend time with us and be around our players and watch a game. And it speaks to the fond memories they have for our you know, for Clemson and our program. And I think it speaks to the quality of our program that kids would want to do that. Those guys have been out several years. You know, Marquise has a child now, and you know, it's fun for me because it lets me know how appreciative, you know, they are of their experience, and then in turn it allows me to tell our players about it, right, and make a big deal about when you get older, you know, you don't have time. Time is, it's not infinite, right? You lose it. And so for those guys to give their time to us, I thought was really, it meant a lot to me. And I tried to share that with our players. So it was a cool night.
How does it feel for you to be in a position here down the stretch where every game is meaningful in
Yeah.
terms of the ACC
Yeah.
race, either for
Yeah.
you or you're going to impact for somebody else?
Yeah. Well, we're still in it. We're right there. You know, we might be a game out right now, but we've got to continue to play well and keep us in it. Yeah, but no, it's what you want to be, right? You want to be playing meaningful games in March, right? And that's what this team has done. And it's kind of what I told them was part of my message this week, in that, you know, I put up a calendar of from Richmond to Duke, and you know, we were 7-0, and you know, we worked really hard during that time. A lot of that time was during the break when we were going two-a-days, and you know, and I just kind of reminded our guys that the reason you're still playing for special things right now is because that 5-week period, you guys, all you thought about was Clemson basketball, and we really poured into it, and we had an incredible 5 weeks. And as you know, you get back to school, and a lot of things happen, and distractions of that, and injuries, and all kinds of things that can sidetrack you. It you know, in a long season, you might get sidetracked for a week or two. It happens to a lot of teams, most teams. But if you know, you're still in a position to play for something special, but we need to have a good week, and so we've started off with the first step in that. Now we got to play well on Saturday.
Maybe PJ 6 or 7 from 3 the last 2 games. Just how much more comfortable are you with him taking those shots?
Yeah, I mean, I've been comfortable with PJ shooting for many years now, last 2 for sure. You know, and it's a tremendous weapon when he's making them, you know, and it puts pressure on the defense in a different way, which is really good for our team.
You've been complimentary about this team's passing, I think, all along, but how good was it tonight?
Really good.
Making the extra pass.
Yeah, really good. You know, they switch so much that they're fronting the post, and so you know, we started the game making a lot of high-low passes to our post players for layups, and then they're going to adjust some and start inching in guys from the corners. And obviously, we worked for 2 days on all these things. Now you got to see the skips, and our guys did. And you know, you saw Hunter and Chauncey Wiggins and guys like that making some threes off of skips. And that's, you know, that's good basketball. I mean, that's really seeing a play ahead, which is what you're trying to teach these guys. And then you got to execute the skill. So, yeah, I was really pleased with it.
I think this team is mature enough not to think about the kind of season Louisville is having, and you know, not take any opponent on the road
Yeah,
for
I think
granted.
it's disrespectful. I think we do that as media all the time, where it's like somebody just told me Virginia won by 3. I mean, the kids at Louisville are good players, and they're playing their tails off. And if Louisville beats us, it's not because we took them lightly. I can tell you that. I will be watching film for the next 48 hours. Our players will do everything in their power to be ready to play. And, you know, we hope to go there and win. But if we don't win, it's not because we didn't respect Louisville or we didn't think they were good because they're having a little bit of a tough year. And this is, you know, if you're in the ACC, you got good players. and your competitive spirit is there, and sometimes it's just, there's ebbs and flows, you know. We caught Florida State tonight on a night when they maybe just didn't quite have it, and they're down a man, and so it you know, the game changes and we start getting comfortable, and the same thing with us. We caught North Carolina at a tough time, man. They played really well. We played okay for the first 18 minutes. We were in the game, and then all of a sudden, it just got smashed, right? And that happens in these games. That's why, I mean, it's hard. 20 games is a lot of games, and if you think everybody's going to play good all 20 games, they're not. So, you know, I just don't like that narrative all the time when it's, you know, somebody who's favored over somebody else. In college basketball, you don't just like, it's different than football. In football, sometimes you can just beat the hell out of the guy in front of you physically. We can't do that. There's a skill to this in more ways of like making shots, missing shots, and obviously there's part of that bothers me a little bit. So.
How good was it to see Josh? It seemed like he played a lot more under control and did some.
Very good. Yeah, we've been waiting for Josh to kind of play like he did tonight. I thought tonight was a game where he could make some plays. He did, and it's not just the shots. It was a couple of passes, and yeah, it was really important. It's important. Yeah, he was good. He was good. Okay. Thanks,
Thank you, Coach.
everybody.